What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Inside the Mind. Remember, this is the series where I take you through my thoughts leading a duo into Endgame and exactly what I'm thinking when I'm IGLing and what the plays and why I did them, right? So this game right here is a game from FNCS semifinals, week 3. We didn't qualify for finals this weekend. I personally played like shit, so I'll take that. I don't think that takes away from the credibility here, though. You know, we still ended up doing decent, like 150th place or something. Obviously, we got second the week before. So, anyways, this game right here, I'm going to teach you basically how to know when the enemies on height are low mats and the fact that, like, you can take height with low mats, right? So, you're going to see in this game, we end up taking height very, very easily with, like, 200-300 mats to my name. And yeah, while you might be low mats, the enemies that you're taking height from don't know that, right? All they know is that they're low mats as well. So I'm gonna take you through the rotations in this game, why I did what I did, and then I'm also gonna tell you, like why we took height, when we took height, why it was good, etc. So let's keep watching. I'll calm for you guys when there's something important. So right here, we're just vibing. We're waiting till next zone. I want to thank everybody for the support on the last few videos. You know, the channel's been blowing up. We're almost at 20K YouTube subscribers. Numbers that I never thought to see anytime recently. Also want to go over the fact that this game is a stacker. It ends up lasting till the final zone. And, you know, these are really hard games. Semi-final games when you're like 30 points up, you have a win. You're playing against the top players. It's important in these games to have confidence, right? Playing like you played scrims. Don't change up the strategies you're doing, etc. Keep playing like you practice. So right here, we're just waiting a minute till zone pops. Second in semis right now. Do we grief our drop or go for first? Coop and I aren't really peeking at anybody, right? We got 4 kills off spawn. And we don't need Storm Surge. And we also don't want to get heavy sniped, right? With double heavies around the map, you know, as the map starts getting more and more closer, you'll see like 4 to 5 teams are going to have double heavies. It's not even worth peeking. Like, we literally don't need anything. We don't want to waste our mats. We don't want to do anything. I'll decide the next rotation later. We're just chilling in cones just to make sure we don't get double heavied, right?
Yeah, but did they really win or did we lose? You know what I mean?
They won.
Yeah, but did they win or did we lose?
They won. You gotta give them credit. They won.
I know, bro.
I just popped my arm. Oh, good.
Holy.
So zone pops here, and I'm not gonna lie, I hate these kind of zones. They're in between so many mountains, etc. So once it comes time to rotate, obviously Coop's a really good solo clutcher. I always end up giving him the grappler. He psychos, I can crank faster as well. I peek to see what kind of rotate I can grab. And this team in front of us is pretty busy, right? They just got in, they're building, they're shooting at another team. The teams above us, north, are also shooting another team. And the team on our east is RPGing each other. So the only team that's going to look at us right here is the team south. So as long as we just walk with our builds towards them, we'll be chilling. Nobody's gonna stare at us, right? And that's being aware of like who next to you is shooting. And for us, there was nobody next to us shooting. So it was an easy, or sorry, not nobody next to us. Everybody next to us was shooting, right? So we were able to just rotate in for free because everyone was occupied. Sorry, excuse the the mistakes in my comms, as I am quite tired. So we rotated here. We're trying to avoid double heavies. I know there's nobody to my south, to my west, but just to be safe, Coop ends up putting his stairs so we can't get double heavied. We want to make sure that we don't get double heavied from the team under us. So we sit in the middle of the builds, right? Because if they double heavy either of them, will still be sitting on the other boxes like cone. So we're not going to get double heavied down. We're not going to get double heavy from our sides. We're just chilling again.
Oh, and then we have big tack. Dude, we already. If you see a psycho, just do it. We'll psycho when we have like 200 mats total, I think. So if we get half map, are we building up?
No, we don't have to.
If we get first moving, we have to keep it though.
Well, if we get half and half and you want to claim it, then we gotta claim it now, but depends how half and half goes. It could be on us and on them, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And they have a melon.
If it goes on both of us, they can have it.
Yeah.
So we're predetermining a plan here if we get half and half, whether it's on our full side or it's on that little ridge in the mini map, right? What we're gonna do, but we end up not getting half and half, so that pre-planning doesn't matter. But it's good. It's good to pre-plan just so you know like what your next step is, and the other team isn't a step ahead of you.
Remove your marker.
So I tell Coop we're gonna pad this. I'm not sure if we have 2 pads or I think we only have 1 pad this game. But I don't want to risk anything. It's such a far zone. It's not worth wasting our mats. Right, we're really good at playing together from that first moving all the way to whenever fragging that mid ground, whatever it is. And we don't need when we have scuffed mats, it's much harder for us to play. Like we would rather start off first moving without any pads and max mats than with scuffed mats or half mats and a pad. So we decide we're just gonna pad this. It's not worth risking anything. You know, maybe we get hit out the air. I scuff the pad. Whatever, we don't take too much damage. And I want to try to dodge. You know, there's actually a pattern to launch padding. You want to try to hug build so that you don't get beamed by a team. Coop gets beamed, almost dies. I get a position in zone and I build us out a hard mat base, and then he gets to me, and now he's able to heal.
That's how you carry that, baby.
And we just chill. We chill for the next zone. We see where the next zone is. This is one of those fucked zones, right? I made a video on it before. With these zones that are fully like mountainous, you know, it's one of my first videos actually. I think I made this misty lake zone. When the zone goes over the water, everybody is going to be using their mats. Everyone is going to be scuffed on mats as well, right? So now we're just waiting, calming to Coop like, yo, what are your mats, just so I know where he's standing, and then letting him know what my mats are. And the zone pulls to the possibly most fucked position it can pull, which is past the island, right? So this is basically a full zone over water. People are going to be using their mats. Everyone is going to be scuffed on mats, right? So I start peeking. I'm looking for people whose pads we can either use or tarps we can reuse. So I see these nice brick tarps, these metal tarps, and I go, yo, I kind of want to reuse them. And I build my way over to those builds, right? I don't want to be by myself, right? If I'm just stair tarping right there and I'm by myself, I could get shot out by one RPG and I'll lose like the 1,000 builds that I stair built, right? So I just get on this old tarp. I know that the team that's next to us on this tarp, it's not their walls, so they can't edit on us, because the team whose walls it is already at the front of zone, right? And then I move up onto our own layer. I don't have to block our left side. Everyone's focused on tarping their way into zone. And I know that nobody's on our layer. Nobody's going to be looking at us. So I'm able to save mats on that side, right? And here's where we take height. Second height starts spraying us. They want us to get off their layer. And Coop hits somebody for 70 on height. I look up and I see that they're on wood. They're on wood and they're building like one floor. So I go, okay, Coop, grapple up, and I'm just gonna crank. And I barely even crank, right? I have 300 builds when I went for height. I have 6 builds, 5 builds, and we just took height from them, right? It was that simple. We took height just like that, and now we don't really need to use crazy mats. We have height. Zone pulls back. It goes through old tarps and shit. People are just gonna be looking through their old tarps. Boom, we took height, and we basically like now just secure ourselves free placement. And yeah, notice how like when we took height, we were scuffed mats, right? I ended up taking height with 5 builds left, but the team on height doesn't know that. The only thing the team on height knows is, bro, we have 50 to 100 mats, we have 200 mats, whatever it is, we can't hold height, right? They think if a team's cranking that they have fucking max mats or some shit, when in reality we had nothing. And we took height. We get lucky that zone goes back here. Yeah, sure, we get lucky, but everybody else also gets lucky, right? It reuses their old tarps, so it's not like it's an advantage for us. But it does allow us to maintain height much easier. And then it's just like about pressuring second height, pressuring people that you think might be coming up to you.
You killed that kid?
Yeah, he's gonna die.
He's no match, 100 on his teammate.
Alright, I'm just watching. Keep fragging, keep fragging.
37
Frag right under us. Yep, I have 9 builds. Kid's looking RPG right here. It goes back! It goes back!
Alright.
Nice.
So now I come that zone goes back. We're still just looking for frags. We're trying to use old builds as much as we can without having to rebuild. But you also don't want to get too low where the team under you is gonna like make a play on you. But that being said, the point of this video is like, first of all, realizing the rotates. You know why I rotated how I did. When that zone pulled over the water zone, how I reused those old tarps. Sure, I didn't break into them because there was already somebody breaking into them, but I reused them to have support so that our tarp doesn't get shot out and that I don't have to build a wall on either side. Knowing that the enemies that built that tarp were already at the front of zone and that like 40 long tarp was actually unoccupied. The team that was in it doesn't own the edits. And that's not a risk. That's knowing, right? You know from observing. Anyways, here Coop and I drop. I think he heavy snipes in. I end up getting dropped down there, trying to frag out all those kids, and then I run into Storm. And sadly, that kid hits the pad and takes height. Maybe I should have taken height as well, but I had 10 mats, so I didn't want to. And then we end up losing the game. I don't know, bro. That was a fuck fest. Everyone was fighting in like one box, and then we end up losing somehow. So, whatever. That's a mistake we made by not winning. But as long as you guys get the main idea of this video, which is knowing when the enemy's on height are low mats so that you can take it, right? And this game was a prime example. We didn't have an RPG. We had low mats when he took height, but we recognized that they were low, and we beamed them for 70, which was enough to make them want to pop shield to catch them off guard, and for us to be able to push height. So, thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. You guys know I'm live on Twitch every single day, right? I stream scrims as well every single day from 5 p.m. to like 11 p.m. And in those scrims, you know, you can learn how I'm thinking, what I'm thinking, whatever I'm doing. If you guys enjoyed that, make sure to follow the Twitch. Use code Arab in the item shop if you guys are buying skins and these videos are helping you. Remember, this is free knowledge that no other pros are really giving you, right? Most pros are trying to gatekeep that knowledge so that they stay pros because they're afraid that other people are going to come out on top. And, you know, mechanical gods are going to come out and learn all these things from your fellow Arab videos and start shitting on everybody. So thank you guys so much for watching. I know I've helped a few of you guys qualify for finals so far. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit that like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys for the next upload. Peace.
Also, shout out to Lunez and your fellow Arab TV over there, the thick boys rocking it out. Your fellow Arab TV has a huge elimination, takes out Tifu and Closey.
It's your fellow Arab, dude. He's always on the top of the leaderboard.
Full committed to Arab. Full committed to Arab.